When the latest generation of the Nissan Sentra came out, all you guys wanted to know was, will there ever be a hot version of it? You know, the SER from back in the day. Well, here you have as close as it's going to get, at least this year. It's the brand new Sentra Turbo. And coming up right now, as much as we can tell you about this car. And right there is the magic. It's what's under the hood. It's a turbocharged engine that puts out 188 horsepower. That's about 50% more than the regular Sentra, making this into, well, hopefully more of an Autobahn burner than just a grocery getter. So tell me what makes it special. Obviously, it's what's under the hood.
Absolutely. So if you take a look, we've got our direct injected gas turbo. It's a 1.6 liter engine. It is 188 horsepower, 177 foot-pounds of torque, and this is actually the same engine that's found in our Juke. So if you had an opportunity to drive that, it is a blast to drive, and it's actually about 50% more horsepower than our base engine. So the nice thing about the powertrain is it's mated to two options. One is a 6-speed manual for the enthusiasts and those who know how to row their own. And we also have a CVT, the Xtronic, that's specifically mated to the turbo engine to make the most out of the extra power.
What else have you done to the car to make it sportier?
So if you look at the handling, we've done a few things. So we've got, from a suspension standpoint, we've increased the spring rate about 10% to give it a little more planted feel. From a damping rate, the front increased damping about 25%, the rear about 50%. Again, it just gives it a little more sporty handling feel. We've increased the structural members up here to increase the rigidity to handle that more power. And then from a stopping standpoint, we increased the brakes in the front from 11-inch to 11.7. So we've got when you're going fast, you want to be able to stop a little bit better. So we've done all those things to increase the sporty feel of the car.
Have you increased the price?
We have not announced price, but we will start under $22,000, which will be a great value in this segment for this kind of power.
And when will it be available? When can people purchase this?
Actually, it's going on sale in October, so very soon. We're right up on producing them right now, and they should be shipping to dealers in a couple of weeks.
All right, here's the softball question. What's your favorite part of the turbo?
I love driving it, and with the manual transmission, it's just so much fun to drive. You can toss it around pretty quick, pretty easily, and you still have all the kind of necessities that you need. You've got the leather option, bows, all that good stuff. But the fun to drive is really what it's all about.
How about torque steer? How have you vanquished that monster?
That's the engineer's question. I'm the marketing guy, but when I drove it, it's not too bad. I've had a 270 horsepower Ultima V6 manual that had quite a bit more. So they've done a great job kind of keeping the torque steer under control.
Now obviously Honda with their Civic has a turbo.
Correct.
So is that one of the reasons you brought out a turbo as well to compete in the segment?
If you look at the segment, we've actually done 215,000 Sentras last year. We're already at 155,000 this year, which is about a 10% increase year over year. And that's just in the kind of the basic transportation part of the segment. But there is a part of this segment that is much more interested in this kind of fun to drive, and they're willing to pay a little bit more for that. So we want to compete in that segment too, so we can continue to grow and keep that sales trajectory up. So that's what we're really focused on, is expanding our opportunity in the segment.
And how many speed is the manual transmission?
6-speed.
6-speed.
Yep.
All right, so you get 6 speeds.
6 speeds to row your own. Yeah.
I got to ask. At one point there was a Sentra. I think it was an SER, right? That was the hot.
Yep.
Is this halfway to it?
Yeah, I think it's interesting because I grew up in Southern California during those days where it was all about Integras and Civics and Sentra SERs, and so we really have a strong tradition there. I think this is going to stand on its own and continue that tradition for sure.
Okay, so it's not quite the SER, but it does have a manual 6-speed. It does have almost 200 horsepower, and certainly in this red color, you will get the attention of the local police department. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Car. Check out tflcar.com for more news, views, and of course, brand new everything, well, almost everything you ever want to know reviews. See you guys next time. Ciao. Hey guys, welcome to Miami, where Nissan just rolled out the 2017 Rogue, and behind us is a brand new Rogue. It's the hybrid, and this is Ty Webb. This is your baby, right, Ty?
Yep.
He's with Nissan. So walk me through it. Tell me about the styling.
Okay. All right. So We've completely redone the front end, as you can see here. So we have integrated LED daytime running lamps. We have LED headlamps.